This is a video for how to go about creating a fully dimensioned drawing of item number 10 in your 20 ISOs project in Fusion 360. So we're going to double click on item 10. We will go to design, we'll go to drawing, and we'll go to from design, PLTW title block, say OK. And then once this loads, we will have our front view. We're going to go to scale. We're going to go to 1 to 3, and we're going to go ahead and place our front view and say OK. We're going to go to projected, click on the front view, give ourselves a top, a side, and an ISO. I'm going to right click and say OK. Double click on my isometric view, make it shaded. Oh, whoops, opened up something else over here. Let's go to shaded. I'm going to go to close. You'll notice that sometimes you'll get these little sidebar things open up over here on the side. This thing called a quick setup allows you to go ahead and change your units and some basic things. For this object, we are going to go in and create for ourselves a center mark. So we're going to come up here to center mark, and we're going to click on our arc, and that'll give us a center point right there, which allows us to actually see the radial center point of that arc. We need to put in a center line up here at the top because we have ourselves an arc here that's going to show that if we got rid of our front view, I'm going to right click and say OK, and if I just dragged this completely off the object and all you got was this, there's no way for you to know that this is an arc or this has any kind of a radius. So we're going to come up to center line, and we're going to click on our two vertical lines, and we want to say that this is both symmetrical and that there is an arc in here. So if I'm going to right click and say OK after that, and we're going to go up and click on dimension, and we're going to go ahead and dimension the radius of this object right here. And we're going to say the radius is 3. Now, since this is a symmetrical object, we really are not going to have to dimension this, short horizontal line. What I can do is just come up to dimension, and I'm going to click from side to side, and I'm going to drag straight up and just place 10. We've said that this is a symmetrical object by the center line, so what we can do is we can just say, 10 minus 3 is 7 divided by 2 should be it'll be 6 because this is 3 times 2 would be 6. So 6 from 10 is 4, so each of these over here on this side should be 2. That would be what we would call an inferred dimension. So again, I did what a common mistake sometimes students in my class will do is they'll just go ahead and not multiply this by 2. The distance from here to here is 6. So each one of these would be 2. We do not have to place that 2 dimension on both of these sides because it is a symmetrical object. So we're going to go ahead and click on dimension. We have a very simple depth dimension of just this line. There's no features in the depth, there's no cutout. And then with our height, we really only need to place just the total height of the object, because if we come over here in our side view, we're not going to dimension to a hidden line, but if by chance we chose to, we can see that this is 3, which is the exact same dimension of the radius of the cut in the circle. So we have dimensioned everything in this object that we need to. Only 4 simple basic dimensions. There's 2 different types of dimensions, size and location. This is 10 by 6 by 4 with a 3-inch radius half circle cut out of the middle of it. So this has been, make sure we go to save. Let's go to save. Let's say save, and we're going to click on fit. And this has been a video for how to go about creating a fully dimensioning drawing of number 10 of your 20 ISOs in Fusion 360.